Hey, you fellas, my name is Crystal, and I'm here to talk about some stuff that I don't like. And today, we're going to be talking about Bill C11. Now, what is Bill C11? Bill C11 is a Canadian bill being proposed to allow the CRTC and legacy media type companies basically control over YouTube and what is being pumped out on the internet on YouTube or TikTok or any kind of social media. It affects all kind of social medias, but today we're going to be talking about YouTube because, well, you're on YouTube, you're watching this video, right? So, before we get into the video, let me quickly explain what the CRTC is. So, the CRTC is basically the administrative tribunal that regulates and supervises broadcasting and telecommunications in public interest. Basically, they control TV and like radio and music and all that kind of stuff in Canada. Basically, they have a point system that you have to follow, and you have to get 6 points in order to certify for Canadian production, or like in order to be eligible for CRTC certification. I'll give you a quick example of this. So for any like live action production or anything like that, you need to have a director, which is 2 points, a screenwriter, which is 2 points, first and second lead performers, which are a point each, production designer, art director, which is a point, director of photography or chief camera operator, which is a point, music composer, which is a point, and editor, which is a point. So you need to have 6 points in order to be eligible for the CRTC, in order to basically post your stuff on Netflix, TV, all that kind of stuff. Basically what Bill C11 is doing is that they're kind of implementing the same sort of point system to YouTube, to TikTok, to any social media in general in Canada, making it so that you have to meet these requirements in order to really like show up in the feed and like show up in anything, in any social media. So with this, people aren't going to be able to meet this point system because it's going to be hard, if not damn near impossible, to meet these certain certifications and requirements to get recommended to show up on the feed. So basically, Canadian YouTubers are going to be more or less pushed to the side, and they're going to be like not really deplatformed, but they're not going to show up as much on the feed as these big companies that meet all these certifications are in Canada. And this is not good. This is not good for anybody, because it means that your videos are not going to get nearly as much views. Your videos are not going to get nearly as much money. They're not going to get all the good stuff that we all want out of a YouTube video, right? So basically, your favorite Canadian YouTuber is going to be mainly suppressed because of these companies that meet all these certifications and all these requirements, and also because it's just generally Canadian. So Canadian YouTubers are going to be pushed to the sideline all because of this one bill. This is such a bad decision, because it means that content creators like Mudahar, or like anyone like Mudahar who lives in Canada and is making content within Canada, is going to be completely affected by this bill if it goes through. And the thing is, we've seen stuff like this kind of happen before, like the Earn It Act. Does anyone remember the Earn It Act? That was like the shittiest fucking thing. If that thing went through, we'd all be in trouble. Now that kind of same sort of situation is happening in Canada, and if this bill goes through, it's going to suppress a lot of Canadian YouTubers from doing what they love, and that's not good. Nobody wants that. Listen, and I usually don't like to get really political on this channel, and so this is probably the only time I'll get generally political. But politics don't understand the internet. They don't. They really fucking don't. They want to control everything as much as possible because they don't understand it. They're too old to understand the internet, so they're like, oh, if we have control over this, then we're gonna allow big like legacy media type companies to thrive on the platform, and it's not going to affect any small creators or like any Canadian creators at all. That's obviously a joke, but I mean, like, that's the issue. We don't want creators to be suppressed just because they don't meet a dumbass point system. We want creators to thrive on the platform. We want people who are already big to remain big, like Mudahar. We want Canadian YouTubers to do well. Although this will probably not affect me a whole lot, it sure as fuck will affect a lot of Canadian YouTubers. There's a lot of Canadian people who are trying to become bigger YouTubers. They're not going to have a chance to do that anymore if this gets passed, because they won't be able to meet those impossible requirements. I don't want anyone taking my word on the entire situation, because I don't live in Canada. I don't understand Canadian law. I don't understand that stuff. All I did was do a good fair bit of research so that way people are informed and people understand, and I gave my 2 cents about it. really quickly because I think it's important. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. We're almost at 100 subs. Help me get there. Help me become the most popular crystal on the platform. Yeah. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.